Now he's opened up a 7-point gap atop the Art Ross race, 1.85 points per game. No one else is even close to that right now. And when it comes to goals, Austin Matthews is dominating that category with 18 in 19 games. That's 6 more than McDavid or anyone else. With more on the two superstars, here's Mike Johnson.
All right, we're about a third of the way through the year, and it's a good time to take a look at one of the most popular things to bet on the NHL: who is going to win the Hart Trophy. And there's been some pretty significant swings in the odds from preseason to now. If we take a look at the numbers before the year started, Connor McDavid was the favorite. There's no surprise there. Nathan MacKinnon, Panarin, Draisaitl, the usual suspects. And then Austin Matthews way down at plus 1,400 as the 5th most favorited candidate. But we know what the story has been early on this year. It has been Matthews, it has been McDavid, and what they are doing for Edmonton and Toronto. And not surprisingly, the odds reflect that. McDavid still number 1, but all the way up to plus 170. Matthews number 2, plus 300. And then very clearly, a big drop, MacKinnon, Draisaitl, and Braden Point at plus 1,600. This is turning into a 2-horse race at this point in the year. The most important part to this equation is the individual stats. And if you look at their individual statistics, McDavid's got a healthy lead for the Art Ross Trophy with 37 points. The thing I'll be looking at once this is all said and done is, if McDavid wins the Art Ross, but Matthew wins the Rocket, how many more goals does Austin Matthews have to score than McDavid to make up for the difference in points? Using their current projections over 56 games, which might be a stretch because they are on such ridiculously hot paces, but let's just go with the numbers for now. McDavid could end up with 20 more points than Austin Matthews, but Matthews could end up with 18 more goals than Connor McDavid. And if the season plays out this way, and Matthews somehow has more goals than McDavid has points, I think because of the importance of goals, the difficulty in scoring them, that would be advantage Austin Matthews, especially if the Leafs finish ahead of the Edmonton Oilers in the standings. But there is a very real possibility that Austin Matthews might not even lead his team in scoring. Mitch Marner's off to a great start himself, and I think if Marner leads the team in scoring, that actually hurts Austin Matthews' candidacy. Because I think at this point, everyone knows that Draisaitl doesn't play with McDavid, and while Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is a very good player, he's not Mitch Marner elite, one of the best in the league kind of player. And partnering up with that might actually hurt some voters looking at Austin Matthews. This will be a great race to watch the rest of the season. And if somehow these two guys can keep on their current tracks, there will just be another thing for Leaf fans and Oiler fans to hotly debate for the next several months.